ever roam. Oh, Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Chattanooga, Chattanooga, get a bone. Chattanooga.
I remember that song. It was playing in the mess hall that morning on the USS Arizona. It was a little bit before 8 when I left to report to my station, when I heard the ship's siren for air defense sound. Some of the men scrambled about, rushing off to their stations. I paid it no mind. I didn't have an anti-aircraft station. Then there was an explosion. I ran toward the port door on the quarterdeck and witnessed a bomb strike the barge alongside the Nevada, or near it. The Marine color guard came in saying that we were under attack. We stood around waiting for orders of some kind. The general quarters sounded, and I started for my battle station in the secondary aft.
This is not a drill. General quarters, all hands man your battle station.
As I passed through the casement 9, I noted the gun was manned and being trained out. The men seemed extremely calm and collected. I reached the boat deck and our anti-aircraft guns were in full action, firing very rapidly. I was about 3/4 of the way to the first platform on the mast when it seemed as though a bomb struck the quarterdeck. I could hear shrapnel fragments whistling past me. As soon as I reached our first platform, I saw Lieutenant Simpson lying on his back with blood on his shirt. I bent over, talking to him. Taking him by the shoulders, I asked if there was anything I could do. Seeing that there was nothing I could do for the lieutenant, I continued to my battle station. When I arrived at secondary aft, I reported to Major Shapley that Mr. Simpson had been hit and there was nothing I could do for him. There was a lot of talking going on, and I shouted for silence, which came immediately. I'd only been there a short time when a terrible explosion caused the ship to shake violently. I looked at the boat deck and everything seemed to blaze forward of the mainmast. I told the major that the ship was aflame. He ordered us to leave. I was the last man to leave secondary aft because I looked around and there was no one left. I followed the major down the port side of the tripod mast. The railings as we ascended were very hot, and as we reached the boat deck I noted that it was torn up and burned. The bodies of the dead were thick, and badly burned men were heading to the quarterdeck, only to fall apparently unable to make it. The major and I went between the third and fourth turret on the starboard side and found Commander Forrest ordering men over the side and assisting the wounded. He seemed exceptionally calm. The major stopped and talked for a moment. Charred bodies were everywhere. I made my way to the quay and started to remove my shoes when I suddenly found myself in the water. I think the concussion of a bomb threw me in. I started swimming for the pipeline, which was about 150 feet away. Halfway there, my clothes and shock condition sapped my strength. I was about to go under when Major Shepley started to swim by, and seeing my distress grabbed my shirt and told me to hang onto his shoulders while he swam. We were about 25 feet from the pipeline when the major's strength gave out, and I saw that he was floundering, so I loosened my grip on him and told him to make it alone. He stopped and grabbed my shirt, refused to let go. I would have drowned if it weren't for the major. We finally reached the beach, where a Marine directed us to a bomb shelter and a place to rest.
Chattanooga choo-choo, won't you choo-choo me home? Chattanooga choo-choo.